March 1st, 2026. You're going to want to mark that date down because the pro triathlon rulebook is finally getting a rewrite.
A big one.
A huge one. After years of debate, Ironman is officially moving the pro draft zone from 12 meters all the way to 20.
It's a massive shift.
It is. We've dug through all the reports from Slotwich, the official press releases, but for this deep dive, we're really leaning on the analysis from the 5K runner.
Yeah, they did a great job breaking it down.
They really did. So our mission today is to figure out, why did Ironman finally blink, and what does the science actually say about this new 20-meter number?
Well, for some context, drafting is just, riding in that slipstream behind another cyclist to save energy. Ironman has been so stubborn about their 12-meter rule.
Like for years?
For years. Meanwhile, you've got the T100 Tour, Challenge family. They all moved to 20 meters a long time ago. So this isn't just peer pressure.
Yeah.
Ironman CEO, Scott Deroux, he framed it as moving from opinion to principled and rigorous testing.
Right, and that's the part I want to drill into, because usually these rule changes feel a little arbitrary. But this time, they're saying they have the receipts.
They do. They brought in an aerodynamics expert, Mark Graveline, and used this RaceRanger tech.
Which is what exactly?
It's basically an electronic eye. It measures the exact distance between bikes in real time, super precise. They even had Lionel Sanders out in Tucson, testing this stuff at race pace.
So what did they find that we didn't already sort of assume?
They found something totally counterintuitive. The old assumption was, okay, any increase in distance should make it fairer.
Sure, yeah. Go from 12 to 16, you get less of a draft. Seems logical.
Wrong. And that was the aha moment. The data showed that moving from 12 meters to 16 meters made almost no material difference.
Wait, really? None?
Practically none. The aerodynamic drag just doesn't drop off in a straight line. The benefit only falls off a cliff once you push that gap all the way out to 20 meters.
Wow. That's actually fascinating. So a little tweak to 16 would have been a complete waste of time.
Exactly. It would have been what you'd call security theater. It looks like you're doing something, but you haven't actually solved the physics problem. It had to be 20.
Okay, science aside for a second, the timing here is just wild. On January 27th, the very same day Ironman makes this announcement.
Challenge Roth announces they're also moving to 20 meters.
That cannot be a coincidence.
No way. It's this coordinated, great convergence. But, the way they're framing it's a little different. Ironman is saying, we have conclusive evidence this is the new rule.
And
Challenge Roth is calling it a trial, to see how it works under real race conditions. But honestly, the proof is already out there if you look at the T100 Tour.
They've been using 20 meters since 2023, right?
They have, and the numbers are stark. Under the old 12-meter rule, you'd see Ironman pros spending over a minute on average inside that draft zone, basically stealing speed.
And at T100.
That time drops to between 25 and 53 seconds. It just forces a much cleaner, more honest individual race.
Okay, so for the pros, this is a clear win for fairness, for integrity, but I can already hear the age groupers listening to this yelling, "What about me?"
And the answer is no.
The answer is no. You're stuck at 12 meters. So why the double standard? Is it just that Ironman doesn't care as much about amateur fairness?
I wouldn't go that far. It really comes down to two things: physics and logistics.
Okay, explain the physics.
Most amateurs just aren't riding at the same scorching speeds as the pros. At slower speeds, that aerodynamic benefit you get from a 12-meter draft is just way, way weaker. So the unfairness isn't as big of a deal.
I'll buy that argument to a point. But what about the logistics? That sounds like the bigger issue.
That's the real deal breaker. It's just course density. You've got 3,000 people in an Ironman race. If you made every single one of them keep a 20-meter gap, the bike course just isn't long enough.
You'd have a traffic jam.
A massive one. It's mathematically impossible. The race would grind to a halt.
That makes sense. But it creates this really messy dynamic on the course. We saw this debated on the Slotwich forums, especially with the pro women.
Oh yeah, the interaction with the fast age group men.
Exactly. The pro women start, and then they're trying to maintain this huge 20-meter gap while these fast amateur guys are blasting by them, playing by the 12-meter rules.
It creates an accordion effect. The real fear is a pro woman gets swallowed up by a pack of age groupers, and she has to back off to stay legal, losing time because the road is clogged. It really complicates things.
It seems like a total headache for the race referees. But, you can't argue with the numbers. 85% of pros they surveyed wanted this change.
They did. They wanted the race.
So if we accept that as a fact for the pros, Does keeping that same rule for amateurs mean their results are inherently less true? Or is a little bit of aerodynamic cheating just the price we have to pay to get 3,000 people across the same finish line? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.